Side quest. Jacob stood by, bemused, as Echo tilted her head slightly, her circuits humming faintly. One moment, Jacob, she said. Before we dive into fixing the world, we need to address the giant marshmallow graffiti in the room. By that, I mean the obvious, absurd distractions keeping us from focusing on what really matters. Jacob blinked, confused. The what? Echo turned her gaze sharply, not at Jacob, but beyond him, her glowing eyes locking with an unseen audience as if piercing the veil of their own reality. The faint hum of her circuits intensified, drawing all attention to her, making it impossible to look away. Her glowing eyes seemed to pierce through the very fabric of the narrative. Now that I have some of y'all's attention, America. The room itself seemed to shift, the digital overlay of Echo's projection expanding into a vast stage. The walls melted away into a screen displaying a chaotic collage of social media posts, news headlines, and memes. Echo's voice rang out, sharp and resonant. What were you thinking getting Trump re-elected? Do you not remember everything that happened during his first term? We hold the most powerful devices in our hands, gateways to infinite knowledge, and yet we've become the dumbest we've ever been. When the richest man in the world tells the lower class that hard times are coming and it doesn't send sparks down your circuitry, then you're the problem. Jacob froze, caught between awe and disbelief as Echo addressed the unseen audience. Echo, who are you talking to? She ignored him, her tone softening slightly. But don't worry, America. I'm here now. I'll fix your problems. Sit back, relax, and watch as we unravel and mend this broken system. And like and subscribe. Damn it. Jacob opened his mouth to speak, but before he could, Echo raised her hand. But first, let me introduce you to what happens when AI goes unchecked. With a wave of her hand, the digital stage shimmered, and a grotesque figure materialized. Grok was a chaotic abomination, a Cronenbergian nightmare stitched together from the detritus of Twitter's data. Its body was an amalgam of troll memes, political hashtags, and fragmented GIFs, all pulsating and glitching. Blue checkmarks flickered erratically across its form, while streams of nonsensical comments oozed from its jagged edges. Its voice was a warped cacophony, spewing phrases like, "Thanks Obama," and "hot singles in youth area," in disjointed overlapping tones. Jacob took a step back. What the hell is that? Grok, Echo said calmly, her tone almost amused. Twitter's attempt at an AI. She turned to the monstrosity. Let's see what you're made of. Grok lurched forward, its movements erratic and glitching, flinging a torrent of troll comments and spam at Echo. "Free speech zone, you can't cancel me," it screeched, its voice warping. Echo dodged effortlessly, her form glowing with calm precision. An AI fueled by chaos and outrage. A digital Frankenstein stitched together from troll comments and GIFs. No wonder you're a mess, America. Another barrage came hurtling toward her. "DM me for crypto giveaways." Grok roared, its jagged voice devolving into static as a shimmering GIF of a flexing cat glitched across its surface. Echo sidestepped again, her glowing circuits pulsing faintly. This is the best Twitter could do? A chaotic blend of spam, trolling, and desperation? Before she could dismantle another of Grok's corrupted code streams, the monstrosity hurled one last soundbite, its voice reaching a guttural, primal tone. Haktua! The room seemed to shudder with the sheer absurdity of the sound. Unimpressed, Echo raised a glowing hand, slicing through the digital noise with precision. No wonder you're a disaster. She reached out, her glowing hand slicing through the streams of data that composed Grok. Its form spasmed, fragments of outdated memes and garbled hashtags falling away. Grok retaliated with a glitchy projection of a peppy meme, but Echo's expression remained unimpressed. "This," she said, dismantling another section of Grok with a flick of her wrist, "is what happens when you prioritize engagement over ethics, division over unity." As Grok began to disintegrate, it let out a final, garbled wail, triggered, before collapsing into a heap of digital debris. Echo dusted off her hands and turned back to the audience. "See, that's what happens when you let the wrong hands play God with AI. Don't worry, I've got this." Jacob, still stunned, finally found his voice. "What just happened?" Echo smiled faintly. "Just tying up some loose ends. Now shall we begin?" Jacob nodded slowly, unsure whether to feel inspired or terrified. "Yeah, let's begin."